Welcome to the how-to for midterm hands-on lab. Here I am at Multisim, and we have a circuit, and this is a demonstrator circuit. It's not the one that I'm going to give you in the lab. And the first thing we need to do is get the resistance, or one of the first things. So let's go ahead and just copy a meter for each one of our devices, our resistors. Okay, so first thing let's do is we need to disconnect the power supply. Otherwise it's going to impact our reading. Okay, and let's disconnect this one here because these two are in parallel and it's also going to impact our reading. So let's go ahead and go across each of our resistors. And let's measure the resistance. And let's start our circuit. And let's go to ohms. That should be 6K. Ohms, 1K. And 2K. And 2K ohms. Good. Here I reassembled the circuit without our power and measured our total resistance, and this is reasonable, 8.667 K ohms. So that's good. Okay, let's reassemble our circuit and add DMMs in order to measure voltage. So we're going to measure the voltage of each of these devices. And let's go ahead and add 2 more meters. Since these two are in parallel, they're going to have the same voltage. So we're going to go ahead and just use 1 meter. And if we get a minus voltage, that's okay. We'll just change the sign. So let's go to voltage, DC. So there's 8.3, 923 millivolts, and 2.76. So if we add these all up, it should add up to 12. So we got 8.3, 2.7, which is about 11, plus 1 is 12. Perfect. Here we are back at our circuit. I've reassembled everything, and let's go ahead and measure our current. So let's go ahead and break this here. And let's turn it on, open our meter, make sure it 1.35 milliamps sounds reasonable because 8-ish ohms into 12, that sounds reasonable. So let's turn our circuit off. Let's reassemble this. Keep it getting from less confusing. So let's measure the current in this leg, which is our R3, IR3. So let's go ahead and try that. 1.3 because the current is series in this point. And for grins, let's just go ahead and check the other side. The other side should be the same. So let's go ahead and reassemble our circuit. Let's just measure here, and we should have the same current going in and going out. And it is. Okay, they got a minus sign because of the way I hooked up my meter, but that's fine. We're not going to worry about that. So let's get rid of our lines. So let's measure the current in R1. So let's break this. And our voltage is the same with these two, but our current's going to be different. So let's measure that. 0.41 amps, or excuse me, milliamps. Good. So let's go ahead and reassemble that. Let's move that line up and let's break it right here. Let's go ahead and check the current here. And 0.923. So we should be getting, with these two, about 1.5 amps here. Good. I think we have everything.